All right, boys and girls. So last week we were introduced to some of these combined figures. Sometimes they're called combined figures because it looks like two rectangles that have been put together or combined. Sometimes they're called irregular shapes. So what we are going to do today is kind of break this down and again, just provide some additional practice on this skill. So I know that I'm looking at a combined figure because I can see it's not just a perfect rectangle. It looks like two rectangles that have been put together. And there are two pieces here. Solving for the rectangle or area of rectangle 1 and the area of rectangle 2. Well, I don't know. When I look at this, I kind of break this right along here into two smaller rectangles. I know this isn't perfect. This really should come out like here. I don't know why, that's just a messy drawing. But I can see now that I have rectangle number 1 and rectangle number 2. So now I can go ahead and find the area of each of these smaller rectangles and I can add them together for the total area. So when I look at rectangle number 1, I want to think to myself, do I have these dimensions? Do I have a length? Do I have a width? Because I know I need those to solve for the total area. Well, when we look at figure number 1, I can see that the length is 7 inches. So the length is 7. And the width is 3. So when I'm solving for the area of figure or rectangle number 1, I know that the formula length times width tells me that I need to multiply those two numbers. So what I'm going to be multiplying is 7 times 3. That rectangle has an area of 21 square inches. Again, it's really important to know that when we're talking about area, we're talking about square inches. Now let's look at rectangle number 2. Again, I want to ask myself, do I have a length and a width? Well, the length is 4. And right here, they've given me the width of 2. So 4 and 2. This has an area of 4 times 2 is 8 square inches. But I'm not finished because I know that I need to add those two areas together. Well, 21 plus 8 will give me a total of 29 square inches. Let's try another one. Let's look right below here at the second example. So again, I know right away that this is a combined figure because it looks like two rectangles that have been put together. So for this one, why don't we go ahead and break it apart right here into like top and bottom. So now I have rectangle 1. And down here, I have rectangle 2. Now with this one, this is going to be a little bit trickier. Why? Because right away I notice not a whole lot of things measured here. None, actually. So let's take a look. When I'm talking about rectangle 1, do I have a length and a width? 6 is the length, 3 is the width. I sure do. 6 times 3. Rectangle 1 has an area of 18 square meters. But now what about rectangle 2? I don't have anything, but I do. Let's think about this. The entire distance of this combined figure right here, or the length, is 6 meters. Well, what if we took away this portion, kind of like moving it over? That would go to right here. That would give me this distance from here to here. Well, 3 plus what number gives me a total of 6? Right, 3. We know that. And now what about the width of this figure? Well, I need this measurement, but I don't have that measurement. However, imagine dropping this all the way down. This 6 meters, this line, bring this line straight down. So now I know that from here to here is going to be a total of 6 meters because they gave me that right up here. All I did was move this down in my brain. Now I have to use this part that they gave me of 3. Now imagine bringing this section down. So right here, this is going to be 3 meters. Well, 3 plus what number would give me a total of 6? 3 meters. You got it. So now I can solve for the area of rectangle number 2. I have a length, 3 meters. I have a width, 3 meters. My area is length times width, so 3 times 3. I have an area of 9 square meters. Okay, you know what to do now. Add these up. 18 plus 9. Well, 9 plus one of those would make 10. And then 7 more, that would be 17. So I'm going to put my 7 here and carry my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. This combined figure has a total area of 27 square meters. Excellent. Today, you guys have a worksheet where you are going to practice solving for the area of a few combined figures. We will meet at 2 o'clock and you will have an exit ticket. We'll see you then. Let me know if you have any other questions.